Mr. Martin, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ambassador, for being here today. I've got a couple of questions and issues I want to bring to you about the negotiations of NAFTA and how they may affect my district in Texas. My district is the DFW Airport. DFW Airport is the center of my congressional district. The airport has an astonishing value that it adds to our economy of $37 billion a year. The Metroplex area that encompasses my congressional district is generating nearly $500 billion in the GDP, and the DFW Airport is the driving force behind much of that growth. Most people in Texas say that the airport really is the economic generator for the whole state. Just recently, the mayors of Fort Worth and Dallas and a delegation traveled to Toronto, and their main concern was that both parties, both those in Toronto and Dallas-Fort Worth, are uneasy about the upcoming negotiations, and they want to make sure that these relationships that they've developed over the past few decades are going to last. So I'd like to know what steps the administration is taking to make sure that the areas of the country that experienced economic growth as a benefit of NAFTA won't be harmed or see a downtick in the results of the modernization.
Thank you, Congressman. First of all, we are very much aware of how important that airport is to the state of Texas, and we're also aware, as the Chairman points out, that Texas is the #1 exporting state in the country at this point, as I understand it. So our objective is to have more trade, not less trade, and our objective is to, first of all, do no harm. We expect that as a result of this, the U.S. will have more sales, and we hope that there's more trade. But clearly, with respect to the provisions that where NAFTA has been successful, we want to secure that going forward.
Thank you. Lastly, I'd like to bring up a letter that was sent to you by our two senators on June the 8th. And basically, the letter states that NAFTA has played a key role in all North American energy markets, such as oil and natural gas, and that the NAFTA agreement allows the United States to maximize the benefit of being the world's largest energy producers. As the administration moves forward, I'd like to echo the sentiments of this letter and ask for your opinion on the free flow of energy products, including electricity, oil, and natural gas across the U.S. and Mexico and Canadian borders.
Yes, I agree with you. We think that Senator Cornyn was, of course, on the Finance Committee where I testified yesterday, and you're right. This did come up. We support the free flow of energy across the borders. We think it's one of the advantages we have as a North American market.
And you don't think that any of the NAFTA negotiations that we contemplate will have any effect on that free flow?
I'm not privy, obviously, to what the other people want to do.
Right.
We think it's been a success. We hope it fits in the category of do no harm, and we hope that everyone agrees with that, although there are complications in this area, as you know.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Following the